Yes.
We gonna review this, but we gonna do it in about 10 minutes or less or more. Most likely less than 10 minutes.
My side is definitely short. Now I seen it in English.
So did I.
Oh, okay. So that makes things a little bit easier. For me, this movie is half and half, which makes this atrocious. So from my take, it didn't start feeling like Dragon Ball until like the last third of the movie, which is literally the final arc. Even though this was supposed to be Akira Toriyama style in the beginning of it, it didn't feel like enough Akira Toriyama. I didn't see enough comedy or satire that would be in his essence like Dragon Ball. Story felt long and drawn out. Throughout the pacing just felt slow. But that's enough of the bashing part. Some pros of it was, it's the first 3D model one, and I know they did some hand drawn in it. I did hear about that. That was beautiful. The animation was beautiful. The music felt like classic Dragon Ball. And
them damn Oreos though.
Yeah.
Them damn Oreos.
And the personalities did fit. But I'm going to leave it to you because there's one part that I didn't mention, and I'm going to save that for last, so go ahead.
This movie, I would say, while it was enjoyable, is it the best of the 4 movies that came out? I still say the third one, the Broly movie, was the best out of the 4. This movie is enjoyed. It has its moments. It have funny moments where poor Piccolo has to go pick up Pan, and he literally.
Wait. Don't. Is this a spoiler review? Because remember, it's still technically fresh. Not enough people have probably seen this yet. Because I just seen this yesterday. So
you seen it yesterday.
So yeah. So a lot of people might not have still seen this movie. So I don't know if you want to spoil too much.
I always spoil a little bit. But basically, there were funny moments where he had to go pick up Pan, and then the scary part, they say she's 3 years old. I'm like, that's a 3-year-old, and she can do all that.
It might be aligned with GT.
I'm like, oh.
Pan might stay short. Even though Gohan says something about that can kind of retcon it, but.
But yet, it didn't happen to Vegeta.
Vegeta's a grown man.
No, but he said something growth spurts that he's like something about growth spurts, and every single Saiyan got tall.
Younger.
And everybody else got taller, and Vegeta became shorter. So I'm just like, dang.
But he did have his. Just he's short.
I'm just like, man.
Goku looks like he's like 5'10". Vegeta looks like he's 5'5". Piccolo looks like he's about 6'1", 6'2". So. You know.
But no lie, and speaking of that, I like Piccolo's new form need a new name.
Look, he named himself, so that was lazy writing.
He's an orange Piccolo. I was like, nah. I screamed at the theater, he was an orange Piccolo. I was like, nah. I said, you ain't orange Piccolo. I said, you're a Nova Piccolo. The whole theater just clapped. One dude said, I like that name better. I was like, you're not Orange Piccolo, you're Nova Piccolo.
Piccolo?
I was like, that would be a better name. A lot of people, they was like, I like that name better. They was like, I like that name better. One dude was like, he said, you trying to reference Nova Shinron? I'm like, pretty much. He kind of nailed it on there. I was like, pretty much. I was like, Orange, I was like, Nova Piccolo. That will be his new name.
Well, you're getting into specifics. What about some overall? Because I'm the one that roasted the overall so far.
Overall, I'm like, would I give it a 5 out of 5? No.
I can't go no higher.
Than a 4? Than a 3 or a 4?
It would only go lower. Okay, so the thing that so here's the funny thing, right? So you have 2 movies in the beginning and you got these 2 movies at the end. The Broly is a hybrid of 2D, and then they did that 3D. I, for one, did not like the 3D side when it was Super Broly versus Vegeta. I thought that was Gogeta. That was garbage. It was because I'm so used to seeing it in animes and it's done just so poorly that I seen how poor it was. They tried using the Batman v Superman flash and glitz and glamour for it. It was not greatly done. This, on the other hand, fully 3D rendered and everything else, the CGI is impeccable. It's way better quality as far as when it comes down to that standpoint. Would I have rather it been in 2D? Probably so, but I like Dragon Ball Z style of animation than I do Super.
Me too.
And this is going to segue into the last con that I have, and it's the biggest con. What the hell did y'all do to my speed battles? There was none. In the background, you seen them flying around and hitting each other. There was no fast fighting. Everything was power hits. Everything was power hits. Like, the only time you seen anything that looked like speed fighting is when, I'm not trying to spoil it, is the training scene between Goku and Vegeta, and you see Broly and Whis eyes just moving left and right. But even when they were fighting, it was all power hits. Just bring back the 2D animation if you can't give me classic Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and technically even Dragon Ball Super. Let me see those fast hits flying. Let me see the fast dodging. I want to see all of it. I don't want to see instant transmission for a speed battle. Before he had instant transmission, he was able to do stuff like that. Like, so, but you know, again, first movie they did this with, it technically is successful in the box office.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can upgrade this and do better over time. But honestly, outside of what I know the potential is, it just keeps. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10?
Yeah. The more I think about what they did with this, the worse it gets. Like, the cons are too big.
I said, damn, 4 out of 10.
The cons are
cold.
No, it's because I am a diehard fan of this series, and I am a artist at heart as well. I understand everything. I understand that they might not be able to do certain things. They brought a lot of good stuff. When Gohan mentioned whatchamacallit, it could be that Pan won't be short like she was in GT. We might get some growth spurt. We know that technically, it's all over YouTube, so I'm gonna just say this. We know that Gohan's new form is called Beast Gohan. He's technically the strongest version of the Z Fighters. He is technically stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. So we know that for this movie they introduced a lot of different things. Technically, Orange Piccolo is technically as strong as Goku and Vegeta. Or did they say Broly or something? No, they said that Cell Max was stronger than Broly.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things of, okay, power levels are starting to become ridiculous again. You're giving Gohan some light and everything else. I'm happy for that. Like, I'm so happy Gohan is finally getting his light and everything else. But
overall, it's not all that good. But I'll say this though. They better not screw this up though. For the Crunchyroll, Jujutsu Kaisen movie better win this.
Oh, hands down. The animation is not enough. Like, if you are, I can say that I'm a stan for Dragon Ball. Mainly Z, but I'm just going to say for the franchise of Dragon Ball. And even I know that Jujutsu Kaisen Zero is better than this movie.
Oh yeah.
By far. Now, if this movie would have been in 2D and they would have brought back Dragon Ball Z style of fighting, then I would say it's comparable. But right now, Gojo, this is how sad it is. Gojo and the rest of the curse users fought faster than the people in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that is.
Like, do you not agree? Like, if you can reference when you seen Gojo fight and everything,
yeah.
like, so.
But yeah, this is basically our Dragon Ball small review. Overall, I'm like, movie-wise, in the story, it had funny moments. It had moments where the transformations were great. But it's just that
it's not enough. There wasn't enough Akira Toriyama in this, and there was not enough classic Dragon Ball as you know it. And I'm just saying classic Dragon Ball. But I will say this movie, the first half of this movie is where you get to see classic Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball, and there wasn't enough Akira Toriyama and it was too drawn out.
Yeah, so basically, alright, and this is the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys all stay safe. Hope you guys enjoyed what we had to talk about for this episode. There'll be more episodes in the future, including like we're gonna wait until the season finale of She-Hulk's first to review.
So in a month.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely hit that like button because that helps with the algorithm. So this way, if you are subscribed to us, you'll be able to see our content. And please leave comments down below if y'all have any conflict with what we said, or if you actually agree with what we said. Definitely put in the comments so that this way we can have some discourse with it, because I always love to have different opinions.